This whole conference and the idea of the Energy House comes from a very simple proposition which will be very familiar to all of you.
The approach that we take to learning and research at the University of Salford is to concentrate on doing a smallish number of things really well. So we concentrate on excellence. We have a thematic approach, and one of the themes that we have, which we're very keen on and we're putting a lot of work into, is the whole theme of energy.
The Climate Change Act has put a target of 80% reduction in greenhouse gases by 2050, and given that about a third of the energy used in this country relates to domestic properties, it's obviously very important.
Now the Climate Change Committee, the main thing is the sheer scale of the challenge. There are 22 million houses, and if we have two goes at them between now and 2050 to get the housing up to the standard we need for 2050, we're going to have to be working on about 1 million houses every year.
The Energy House is a unique experiment. This house is actually sitting in an environmental chamber. We chose to produce a 1920 style terraced house, a 2 up, 2 down. It's the worst performing type of house that we've got in this country. If we can solve the problems and make this type of house more energy efficient, then we can move on to other housing types.
Retrofit is absolutely key to our pledge to be the greenest government ever. We want to leap from the bottom to the top of the European Energy Efficiency League, and we can't do that without retrofitting millions, at least 14 million, potentially 20 million homes right across Britain. It's really important that we have robust testing and measurement. This is what this house is all about.
It's a real house. It is in every detail exactly like the kind of house you would find outside in many parts of Salford and the north. And what we're going to do here is experiment on the different ways that external forces, weather, the environment, affects energy conservation inside, but we're also going to look at how this house is used by its occupants.
Make sure they all come together.
It's an incredible project that's going to prove to be really useful with regards to demonstrating how low carbon technologies will help with the retrofitting agenda and making houses more energy efficient.
We can rain on the house, we can make it cold, we can make it hot, we can vary the different conditions and see how the house reacts.
It's a terrific facility, isn't it? It's a great test bed for all this research and development, and it's a great educational tool.
With the house performing as it does, so if you look, the doors don't all fit properly, the windows are a little bit rickety, as would be, so there's a lot of airflow, as there would be in an older property. The house is fitted out as is your house or my house that we live in today, so you can live in it, I can live in it, and people will be living in it from time to time. We can monitor the heat in different rooms, the temperature levels, humidity levels. We can measure the amount of water that people are using, its appliance levels.
We're also going to do behavioural studies on how people live in these houses. How do they use energy? What sort of things can we do to influence them to change their energy consumption habits?
There's got to be a great collaboration to get retrofit done. The scale of the problem, the diverseness of the issues that we face in retrofit, the technology we've got to bring to it, so it's got to be a collaborative venture, really.
Well, we have been involved with the Code for Sustainable Homes, which we helped develop for CLG. What we're looking to do now is develop a sort of like a sister scheme for existing dwellings. So one of our key flagship projects is our Victorian terrace, and in that it has a lot of parallels with your own energy house.
People do refurbishment all the time.
The Energy House is really important because it's a facility where builders can actually visit, they can see the different processes that are involved and the different reactions that those processes have under environmental conditions.
We've had a lot of interest from different industrial manufacturers and advisors on the materials that we could use now and also in the future, experimental materials, to refit onto existing houses.
Getting the retrofit technology out of the lab and into the homes, creating a sense of excitement, creating an attractive investment model is absolutely key to doing this. But our new Green Deal project is, we think, the way that we're going to be able to achieve this sense of ambition.
We're trying to move to a situation where teaching, learning, research, innovation, knowledge exchange are all part of a composite package of work. That leads to better research, better interaction both with the public sector and also with industry, We also think it leads to better learning and better teaching and more employability for our graduates.
The feedback we're getting from the construction sector, the technology providers, the policy people and the academics that all attend, it's been a fantastic event. The university will be looking to plan some more events like this in the future, so please follow us on our website for more events and information.